They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. That complete to Downs.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Jackson to throw.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. Here's Richardson to throw. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Here's Taylor again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Richardson on 4th down. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Jackson.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
He was looking for Rashad Bateman there.
And it's 3rd and 4.
You look at this Colt defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Richardson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They run the option on 2nd down. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw is Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 7 yards there and a first down. The Ravens at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games. On 2nd down, it's Edwards.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Throwing is Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
He'll field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Richardson out of the shotgun. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And he powers his way up past the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly...
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And this taken in by Downs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Richardson. Powering
forward. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Boy, how about the strength there after the catch? I've got to get back in the gym myself now. I'm inspired. Boom, he shook off some tacklers. Bang, fighting to get to the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but he's got his guys set up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
The longtime vet, Jamie Collins, the man to bring him down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
People are getting paid. People are cashing tips.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
13.
They go play action with Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 60 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw on the move to his left. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 31, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown!
Rashad Bateman.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor.
On the move past the 40. Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
58 yards.
And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Devin Duvernay on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Zaire Franklin.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's a diving catch right side. 23 yards, the final tally. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
19 Tigers, 7 Tigers, 7 Tigers. 19 Tigers.
Richardson on 3rd and short.
Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right.
And now here is another interception.
And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 8.
Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 73 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Taylor on first down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. There'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, It took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
This pass left side to Downs.
A 4-yard pickup.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Richardson on 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Play action. It's Jackson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Hold the ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 23 yards on the play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The throw over the middle taken in. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Drop 50, drop 50.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jackson on 1st down. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, nothing changes there with that final touchdown, but it did beat the buzzer nonetheless.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter, as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled,
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Sham, gotta go, we don't move it, scary.